Hey, welcome to another episode. I was bad. I mean, seconds have passed since I split the recording, but in between splitting the recording, I deposited like 4 items. So, clearly I cheated. Clearly many hours passed and I went and bought a bunch of stuff on the Grand Exchange. No, I'll finish depositing my stuff here, clean up my inventory, and then we're going to go fight these tree spirits. I think I'm going to do that with magic. It sounds like actually the basic fire spell that you can cast with mind runes is pretty good against these things. That would save me some money, which I would very much like. I should have enough of other runes. I might go buy a boatload of mind runes just so I don't have to worry about money in the process. But yeah, I guess we got to use a specific fairy ring. We have to go in with an existing axe to try to chop a tree. It'll spawn a tree spirit, and we go take it to a safe spot, and we fight it, and then we repeat until a rune axe drops. So we'll talk once we get to that new area. So I guess this is kind of cool. They added some random events to try to mess with bots, like had monsters that would spawn while you were doing things like cutting fish, chopping wood, mining, and I guess people didn't like that. So they changed it so that the monsters that spawn from that could be fought here if you chose. I think it's kind of a smart idea. Ooh, it's inconspicuous bush here. That's cool. Safe spot can happen in the northwestern corner by the bushes. Level 120, okay. I think they're supposed to scale to me. Maybe we'll get some magic level up so we do this. That'd be fun. Alright, enjoy. The hope here is that we get a rune axe to drop. I guess they're pretty rare. Maybe we'll get like one in an hour or 2 hours or so. I might end up bailing out to go refill my prayer. I feel like it would be nice to use the prayer flicking on these guys. I'm not going to want to do this Gravedigger side quest. I don't really need it. Interesting that I no longer seem to get hit point XP here. I might actually want to switch to Chaos Runes or dump the ones that I have. Just so I'm earning more XP and more classes of stats, right? So I think we'll pop back to Edgedale after this. Or I'll warp to Lumbridge, maybe. Let's do that. Lumbridge, hit the bank. Well, if we're going to warp, we may as well go to Varrock, since we need a fairy ring anyway. So, Varrock, bank, Chaos Runes. Stop by the altar. Come back. Oh, damn. Got a grimy Snapdragon. 10,000 coins. That's cool. Holy shit. 22 nature runes? Okay. That's cool, I'll take it. No, I may have been on mute for part of that. I was just saying that the damage difference with Firebolt is not significant, but the cost is, and it doesn't let me get any hit point XP, so I'm going to stick to Fire Strike. Basic one. I mean, don't want to spend a ton of money here, so nice way to get some potential magic XP, maybe hit 63 magic, without having to burn through a bajillion Chaos Runes. Glad that I checked, though. Dude, it's wild that they drop like 22 nature runes. That's kind of awesome. I might be able to use this to pay back the nature runes that I've bought. I mean, I'm pretty close to being able to craft them. I think I need 2 more points of rune crafting. A little bit more library running. But it's cool that this is an option. While we're fighting these guys, I'm like, I really need to upgrade my mage equipment. I still have the stuff I've been using since level 1, and I'm like level 62. It looks like split bark is something that I could potentially do already. It's going to involve, well, actually not already. I need to get to 45 woodcutting, which we're going to get in the process of doing this quest. So the tentative plan right now is get this rune axe, get woodcutting to 50, firemaking to 40, do Olaf's quest, or do Olaf's quest far enough to be able to fight brine rats. Just check and see if that's the task that we get when we get a new Slayer task. What do we want to do after that? Right, and then try to get this set of split bark armor, which I think requires us to use woodcutting and do some more of the Shades of Morton minigame, which we've already unlocked. So that's probably not all going to happen in this episode. It could take forever to get this rune axe, it could take forever to get 50 woodcutting and 40 firemaking. If time's starting to run out, I'll try to fit in some quest other than Olaf's quest before the end, but got some stuff that I want to do in the immediate future. Oh, it seems the reason I'm not getting hit points XP and why I'm getting stunted magic XP is because these are still classified as random event enemies. That must be why they recommend Mind Strike, because you're not going to get a lot of extra XP from doing more damage with Chaos Runes. That's okay. Seems like it would be nice to have a cheap way to get a partway to a magic level up. So we'll not spend any more time here than is necessary to get this rune axe drop. Adamant axe. It's not a rune axe. Struggling to not take a bunch of damage there. Holy crap, but I brought some lobsters. And a steel axe. But that's not the same thing at all. It's a very different thing indeed. Hey, Magic 63. Charge fire orbs. Okay. I think the next one we're excited about for Magic is 66. Oh, they're 22 nature runes. It's still cool. Gotten a steel, mithril, and adamant axe. No rune axe yet. Once I make a banking run, I might bring the halberd here just to see how it does. Guessing magic is probably my best bet, but it'd be interesting to try it. It's another mithril axe. Ah! Driving me crazy. $5.99. What are the steel axes worth? Nothing. Drop them. Remember when I went to an enormous amount of trouble to get both a mithril and an adamant axe, not knowing that this area existed? It's another mithril axe. Give me the rune axe. Come on, let's do it. How many have I killed? 21. Okay. I actually don't know what the drop rate is. Let me see what that, this actually shows up in the money-making guide for old school RuneScape. It's not particularly high. Okay, so it says in an hour, you should expect to kill... how many? You think you'll get 2 rune axes after killing 30 of them. Okay, so that gives me some context. I think we'll kill 60 will be a good stopping point if I haven't gotten one yet. Just to make sure that we get a quest in this episode and it's not just 8 hours of fighting tree spirits for magic splash XP. The fact that I'm only getting splash XP for magic is making this a little painful, but it's better than 0 XP, I guess, which is what some other farming techniques result in. Granny Snapdragon, another 10,000 gold, not bad. Gotten like over 100 nature runes in here, that's super cool. I need to double check my document to find out how many I bought. I don't actually remember. I'll do that. I gotta go make a quick run though to deposit shit. Right, Rune Halberd's not happening. Garbage does not hit ever, for whatever. Maybe it's just weak against fire spells, and that's why that's what you want to do. There it is. Rune Axe. Wow. Fantastic. Oh, I'm super happy. Cool. How many did we kill? 26? Yeah, that seems about in line with what was being recommended. Cool. Okay, let's go grind woodcutting for a bit. This will be super fun. What logs am I able to burn? I think that's what I should focus on. Willow? Willow. Okay. Gotta get my graceful kit. See if I can find some willow trees. I don't think I've cut willow before, actually. Woodcutting tree, sea willow. Firemaking 32, 8 to go to qualify for this next quest. Firemaking 33, that's pretty fast. I wonder when it slows down, to be honest. Shit. Firemaking 34, 6 to go. Still less than a full inventory per level up. So it looks like I can do teak at 35, which is what I want to be cutting anyway with the rune axe, so we'll move to that after this. Hey, woodcutting 42. That's... woodcutting 50 is going to be quite a bit slower than 40 firemaking, but that's okay. Firemaking 35. Can now burn teak logs. I think I can cut teak logs. Let me just double check that though. Yes, teak trees, 35. Let's go do it. Just looked it up. It looks like we can get them at the Castle Wars minigame. Ooh. Which I don't think I've been to before. Let's see. Interesting, another swamp toad farm over here. God forbid though, I hope I can get away with never having to do a swamp toad farm ever again now that I've got that pickpocketing strategy. Should return roughly comparable hourly money and give thieving XP instead of no XP at all. Is it this tree over here? It must be. Guess I'll pick up this guy's teak logs and world hop. He's just power leveling this particular tree, I guess. Firemaking 36. Let's see, when do I get a new log from firemaking? Probably not till 40, right? I'm done at 40. Okay. We'll just try to cut whatever the highest level tree is once we get to 40 firemaking. Let me try world jumping. I don't have to deal with getting in another guy's way on this tree here. There we go. Chop down teak. Because I can probably get away with burning logs whenever the tree degrades. 37 firemaking. I guess firemaking is supposed to be the easiest skill to level up, maybe? I feel like I was still getting, like, you know, at least 30 minutes per level. Maybe like 20 minutes per level back in the 30 to 40 range, but no, it's still less than a full inventory per stage right now. Woodcutting 43. 7 to go. That's going to take much longer. Rather than bank these teak logs, I might just... Because it seems like I need the teak logs later for construction leveling, but it's just a long walk to a bank. And I might have better options for teak in the distant future. I might just continue to level firemaking. I'll have to think about it, but I know I need firemaking for other quests later on. Let me check. Eventually need 66 firemaking. So I may as well try to keep firemaking on the same logs that I'm leveling woodcutting with if I can. 38 firemaking, 2 to go, but I'll probably keep going just so I don't have to run to a bank. Probably a comparable amount of time to run to a bank as it is to burn the logs, but I mean, if I'm not buying logs, how else am I leveling firemaking, right? Firemaking 39, 1 more till the prerequisite is hit. Woodcutting 44, 6 to go. Firemaking 40, we are done with the prerequisite, but I'm going to keep burning teak logs, just because we can. And actually, getting to 40 is probably a good stopping point. I need to take a break here. Be back later this evening, your perspective in a few seconds, with more woodcutting, firemaking leveling until we get to 50 woodcutting. See you then. Hey, we're back. Woodcutting until we hit 50. That's the extent of it. I might break away and try something else when we get to 45, because I think I get a new something. Maple trees? I have to look up where those are. But in the meantime, we got to start working on 45. So I'm going to jump around and see if I can find a tree that isn't taken by somebody. Firemaking 41. I'm actually kind of ready to move to maple, but I think I need to have firemaking to 45 in order to be able to do that. So I guess I could keep woodcutting ahead of firemaking. It's not the end of the world. Let me see. I have to think about this, because if I come back to teak later just to level firemaking, it's going to be when the XP is at its worst. And it looks like firemaking gets enough XP per action that it should catch up to woodcutting eventually. I think that's by design. The reason woodcutting is higher right now is because I've turned so many logs into planks for construction. I guess I'll keep going. I'll get firemaking to 45 here, and then we'll go do maple. Woodcutting 45, and if I missed mentioning it before, also firemaking 41. Dismissed like the last few random events I've gotten. It must have been cute watching me in the early videos be excited every time I got a new random event. I'm just like, Fillery Guard? Pfft, no. We ain't doing that. 42 firemaking, 3 to go until we can check out maple. Oh right, one of the things we wanted to do, I can do bark now that we're 45 woodcutting. If I get enough bark, I can make split bark equipment, but that also requires fine cloth, which we get where again? Fine cloth. Shades of Morton minigame. I only get keys at the end of Shades of Morton. Here comes a couple level ups here. We're going to get firemaking 43 and woodcutting 46. And 2 more swings. Here's woodcutting 46. Very nice. And Firemaking 43. 2 more until we can switch logs. "44 Firemaking, 1 more. 47 Woodcutting. Very good. Firemaking 45. We can now burn maple logs. Headed to Sears Village to work on that until we get to 50 woodcutting. Clue nest beginner. That's cool. Don't throw away the tatty nest and find a clue scroll inside. Oh, cool. Outside Veraki spine. Oh, very clever. We should do that, like, immediately, right? Because otherwise we can't get more drops. So let's just do it. Deposit these logs really fast. I guess I can burn them. I'll burn them first. I've been reading over here, like, what are milestones for firemaking since I'm leveling it anyway? What are some quests we can do as a result of unlocking it? And perhaps more important than Olaf's quest is Tears of Guthix, I think it's called. I think the reason this quest is important, it looks like, is because it gives you a weekly minigame that when you do it gives you XP to any skill you want. Which we totally want to use for some of the more miserable skills. For skills we can't freely farm like Herblore. So I will probably do that before Olaf's quest, and if we've got time in the episode, we'll do Olaf's quest also. I might need a level. I think I need to get smithing up one more level, maybe. Oh, actually, no. I can pickpocket the thing I need. Okay, never mind. Grab a spade and runes. Sorry, my G-chat's getting blown up, and my wife's out of town this week, so I need to have my phone volume turned on so I can hear if she calls. I keep seeing these posts on Reddit where people like have like an in-game thing that shows all the rewards they've gotten from clue scrolls. I might want to see if I can figure out how to do that. I think it's just like a book you can get somewhere in-game, but I'll look into it. Got our casket. What we get? Wizard robes and wizard hat. Okay, that's cool. At least I can get more beginner clues. Hey, Firemaking 46. Very cool. 4 more until we can do Tears of Guthix. And so I think the plan is... Tears of Guthix gives XP to your lowest skill, not to whatever skill you like. And I want that skill to be Herblore. Herblore is currently a little bit ahead of Hunter. So plan is get Woodcutting and Firemaking to 50. Then get Hunter to 31. Shouldn't take very much time. I think we just have to go do Swamp Lizards. Swampletics style out in Mauritania. And then once we've got Hunter to 31, we'll go to the Tears of Guthix quest, do the Tears of Guthix minigame, and then depending on time, we should do Olaf's quest right after that or right at the start of the next episode. Woodcutting 48, just 2 more, and we are donezo with woodcutting for a while. I think the hit rate on maple is way lower than on teak. I think the XP rate here is quite a bit lower than it was before. I might go back to the teak tree, see. I definitely get more XP per swing, but we actually only need 49 firemaking, not 50 firemaking for Tears of Guthix, so we'll see whether it catches up to woodcutting or not. It might. There's firemaking 47. We'll get to 48 basically the same moment that we get to 49 woodcutting, so yeah, I think we'll be able to get to 49 and then stop. Maybe get... Well, we'll see how close we are to 50 once woodcutting hits 50. And you know what? I think I am going to go ahead and do teak. I think this is way slower. Minigame teleport? Question mark? Firemaking 48. I'm cooking dinner over here, so sorry for the loud noise in the background. About to hear it again when I get Woodcutting 49. There it is, Woodcutting 49. 1 more to go, and then we can quest. 49 firemaking, that's what we need for Tears of Guthix, but it's not that many more logs after 50 woodcutting to get firemaking to a nice round 50 firemaking. So we will we'll push through and we'll get both woodcutting and firemaking to 50. There's that 50 woodcutting, very cool. We now qualify for Olaf's quest, which is what we need to do the brine rats. Get that scimitar, that's like a rune scimitar. But we're going to keep going for another 64 logs, get firemaking to 50 also. Also, excuse me, jeez, usually try to mute before I burp. Now cut down mahogany trees, sweet. Alright, here comes 50 firemaking. Yeah. You can burn mahogany logs, maple pyre logs. Oh, I might actually... Okay, I didn't realize I needed 50 for maple pyre logs. I might do some Shades of Morton, because I think I need to get the split bark mage armor set. Wield Brumaturges and enter Wintertot's prison. What is Wintertot? That looks so pretty. There's 3 50s right next to each other. About really close to another 50 with fishing, but let that go for now. Okay, so I think we need to get Hunter to 31. That involves going to east of Canifis for Swamp Lizards, so I'm going to do that right quick. Hunter 31, and I actually forgot how much I like Hunter. I'm not going to subject you guys to Hunter grinding right now. Maybe we'll do that in a future session, but it's a good time. I enjoy it. I just make 100% certain that Herblore is in fact my lowest skill. It is. Okay, let's go unlock Tears of Guthix. So this requires some shenanigans. Let's see. First things first, I need to go to Dorgashen and pickpocket something that we need. Because I think we do. Let me double check. Multi-lantern frame. 36 thieving. Pickpocketing here, and oh wow, I was off mute. Pickpocketing here and completely forgot to wear a rogue's outfit. How shameful. Truly shameful. I might have actually already pickpocketed this thing successfully. Hold on. Yep, totally have one already. Goofy. Do I have a sapphire? Absolutely do. Sapphire lantern, that's all we really needed. Okay. Now let's swap to lumber, just faster. Right, still need a tinderbox. Shoot, accidentally deposited. Because I deposited, or because I looted so many of them. Oh shit, I guess I need to make lamp oil? Oh, there's a place I could have done it inside Dorgashkhan. Whoops. Well, just deposited the swamp tar. It's okay. Just getting magic XP from teleporting, right? Alright, here we go. Gotta go talk to Juna. Tell me a story. Story? Waiting here 3,000 years, guarding the Tears of Guthix. Serve my master faithfully, but I am bored. Adventurers such as yourself must have many tales to tell. If you can entertain me, I will return to the cave for a time. The more I enjoy your story, the more time I'll give you in the cave. Then you can drink the power of balance, which will make you stronger in whatever area you are weakest. Okay. I'll Juna some stories of your adventures. Oh, that's why this quest requires a certain number of quest points? King Roll is freed from Sirach's spell. Rat thing, that's pretty cool. Your stories have entertained me. That's a cool way to make quest points relevant. Return to the cave for a short time, but you'll need to make a bowl to collect the tears in. It's a cave on the south side of the chasm that's similarly infused with the power of Guthix. Stone in that cave is the only substance that can catch the tears of Guthix. Mine some stone from the cave, make it into a bowl, and bring it to me, and I'll let you catch the tears. I can climb down here, but it's too uneven to climb up. Okay, this is where the lantern comes into play. Light the lantern. Use your lit sapphire lantern on one of the floating creatures. Direct my beam and comes toward me. Oh, that's cool. And carry me across? Man, how do you know to use a sapphire lantern? Maybe you talk to Juna afterward and it tells you. That's crazy. Chisel it into a bowl. I think this is the same as a minigame I did during Death of the Dorgashen. Let me see how it works really quick. Collect blue tears while avoiding green tears. The more quest points you have, the longer your time limit. Oh, I see. So it's a way to get extra XP as a function of having done quests. I like that, because it says you can only do this once per week, but only if you've earned a certain amount of XP since you did it last week. or earned quest points. Maybe it's a way to justify, not overly penalize you for having done few quests before starting it, right? Giving you more time to collect based on quest points. Also, it keeps you from getting all skills to max level by only logging in once per week. Let's make a bowl. I have a bowl. Keep your bowl for use. You may collect the tears many times in the future. Tell me another story and I'll let you collect the tears for the first time. Cool. Tell me a story. Okay. Empty your hands before you begin. People of Port Phasmatis were finally able to rest. Cool. Get as much as you can from the blue streams. If you let in water from the green streams, it'll take away from the blue. Guthix is a god of balance, and balance lies in the juxtaposition of obstacles. I'm learning how to do this better for next time, I think. Oh, shit, almost got some more. Okay, I've got a better sense of it for next time. 2280 Herblore XP. Okay, so if I want that to continue to give me Herblore XP, then I have to level up Hunter, normally, beyond it. It's kind of cool. Very cool indeed, and then this rewards me for continuing to do more and more quests. Pretty great. Alright, that's Tears of Guthix. That was way faster than I thought it was going to be. Let's look up Olaf's quest. And see if we get that as a Slayer task. And then maybe we'll do some Shades of Morton, because I want to try to get that Split Bark. It seems like, at my level, the chance of getting the fine cloth I need for Split Bark is super low. But on the plus side, I only need one cloth to get boots and one cloth to get gloves, and those are the two slots that I don't really have covered on Mage. So it might be worth trying a little bit, just to see what I can get. Need a tinderbox, a spade, 10 free inventory slots, bunch of shit. Let's go to Varrock to start. Shit, I hit the wrong thing. Womp womp. There's Olaf. What's up, dude? Who is that? Identify yourself. Hey, Millelite, what are you doing here? Carving horribly broken pieces of driftwood in the middle of nowhere, in damp clothing. Okay. Well, have a nice day. Wait, would you do me a favor? What kind of favor? The heap of driftwood over there? That's my ship. All that's left of my one shot at making my ancestors proud of me. Family have always been great explorers and seafarers, and I recently set off on my maiden voyage. Big storm, a huge storm in fact, blew my ship onto the rocks 3 times. I'm sitting here ever since, trying to think of a way to make my family proud. Sure, I'll help you. Not much apart from my carvings. I'll gladly hand over my map. So what's your plan? I have food left, though it's a little briny. Get a couple of carvings of my wife and son in the village over the hill and tell them that I sent you with them. Get out here for a week or so before returning. I need some fresh wood from a decent tree. When I was swimming for my life, I saw an odd-looking windswept tree to the east of here, up on that cliff. It was a pretty good idea to be able to see a single tree from the water during a heavy storm. Great highs, they run in the family. Okay. So I need woodcutting. It's interesting how they're going to justify needing firemaking. Windswept logs. Olaf carves furiously. That's it? Yep. This is for my wife Ingrid. I'm sure she'll love it. Tell her it's tribal or something. This one's for my son Wolf. Kid loves planks in my experience. Tell him I said hello. I'm not here. I'm someplace far away. Okay. Okay, we're looking for Ingrid and Wolf. Oh, I'm so glad to have this NPC names turned on. Wolf. Wolf? Son of Wolf? No, your father. He sent me with a present for you from the Island of Obscurity. Oh, that was fast. Where's the gift? Here, enjoy. What is it? Very valuable. Have a nice time. Oh, he gave me a shark. Thanks. Enjoy your new thing. Alright, where is Ingrid? Near the well. South. Guess that shortcut to get in here is 57 agility. Flex. Sam Ingrid that's married to Olaf Rodson? Friend of your husband, he sent me here with a gift for you. An expensive, exotic gift from the far-flung and tropical shores of the Island of Obscurity. Seems in the way the Big O always referred to the rigging as big strings that he couldn't navigate his way out of a soggy paper bag. Looks like a log with Olaf was here carved in it. It's tribal, very tribal. Show your Obscurian tribal artifact, TM. 1,000,001 uses. Oh, I love this game. Olaf, are you alright? So cold. Need fire. Delivered your carvings to you as you asked. Your family would like to see you again. Get you to the village where you freeze to death. I won't go anywhere. I don't care if I freeze. I'd rather die than suffer the shame. Let's get the fire burning. Use these. Too cold to hear whining. Okay, so I need to be good at fire making in order to make a fire with damp planks. That's funny. That's why we needed a fire making skill. Ah, much better. A little of that food first. Had nothing but seaweed and biscuits for the past week. Okay, so this says we want to drop food that we care about. Let's give them the bread. Banquet compared to the stuff I've been living off of. The map may well be cursed. All this running around for a cursed map? Could you have made that little revelation before I fed you? Look, I'm sorry, okay? I'm gonna learn this map. It's the last one my grandfather, Sven the Helmsman, ever made. It's supposed to show the location of one of his stashes of treasure. Wish you luck. Well, thanks. What will you do now? Sit here and practice carving. Pass this way again. I'll be glad to try my next load to work off with my family. Olaf hands you the map. Great. Okay, that's right up here, isn't it? Is that the strange rune he's talking about? You can't read it? Olaf's not the smartest guy, is he? Oh, is it just like right in front of the tree? Dig next to the windswept tree. Okay. Nice. Hey, those are the brine rats. Cool. Maybe we'll luck out and get that as a Slayer task. Who knows? And east and north. Let me make sure. I think these guys actually do have a safe spot. Rising damp, huh? Wow, they're fast. Oh god. Okay, so I can fight them from behind this skeleton on the ground here. Cool. First kill is totally going to drop the saber, right? I'm not going to keep fighting them. I just want to see how hard I should expect them to be. Actually pretty easy. Their defense is pretty garbage. Okay. Did not drop the thing I want. That's okay. Shouldn't expect them to, right? After all, it's an incredibly rare drop. It's like 1 in 500 or something. Kill the skeleton Firemaking. I'm guessing they're pretty strong against ranged attacks, huh? Oh, but they're easy to kill. Hey, there's the key. Search the wall far west in the cave to find a puzzle on it that must be solved by pulling levers. Skeletons don't seem to aggro. Okay, that's cool. Pull the levers and see what happens. Okay, so it's kind of like a lights out puzzle. Actually, I've seen a variation on this before. I'm trying to think, where do I know it from? Oh, interesting. I've done a puzzle that was almost exactly like this in Resident Evil, I want to say. Okay, so we need to get them, the left and right ones, so that they're opposite of each other. But now this one's wrong. Okay. That looks right. Confirm. Cool. Something on the wall goes clunk. Oh, nice. First try. This is a fun puzzle. Find ropes and rotten barrels. Take 2 barrels and 6 ropes. Alright, this is where I'm going to start to need inventory space. Let's bury the bones then. 2 barrels and 6 ropes. Oh wow, those ropes respawn like instantly. Rotten barrel, rotten barrel. Walk across the bridge, use a barrel on the broken section. Oh, okay. Clever. I automatically use a rope, okay. Need a key. I thought I picked up the key from one of the skeletons. Alright. Oh shit. I made it too. That's a super bummer. I already had everything. God damn it. Well, now I know. See if it makes me do the puzzle again. Maybe I didn't click on the dead skeleton enough times. I accidentally picked up his bones instead of the key. It's best guess. Oh my god, there's a giant list of things you can do to make crossing the bridge more easily. And I actually made it on my first fucking try. God damn it. Now I'm not going to be able to do it, right? Fuck. Didn't mean to attack this guy. Okay. Puzzle stays solved. That's good. Okay, let's try this again. Don't fall immediately, please. Oh, maybe I only need to do that once. Barrel thing. Okay, I'm going to drop this stuff since it would help my weight, I assume, to not be heavy. Hooray for 67 agility. Whew. Yikes. Alright, let's see. Search the chest. A level 100 skeleton will appear. You can safe spot it behind his grave. Okay, cool. Whoa, it's Ulfric. There we go. Not so good. That's great. Perfect. Oh wow, he takes a ton of damage from ranged. There, that went fine. Could have been worse. Parchment, you have completed Olaf's quests. You're rewarded 1 quest point, access to Brine Rat Cave, 20,000 GP, and 4 rubies. Right on. 12,000 defense XP, which means that we're like crazy close to 53 defense. So next time I go skilling up, doing a... that must be why they require you to bring all those items through there to make sure that you have space for the rubies at the end. Interesting. Well, that's cool. That was all for the Brine Rat Cave, and it wasn't as long as I thought it was going to be. Alright, so next I'm going to go see if we happen to luck out, if it just so happens that the next task is Brine Rats, and then I'll make a decision about what we're doing. It might be Brine Rats, even if it's not the task, because I kind of want that Rune Scimitar. But if it gives us another interesting assignment, then I'll do that anyway. It's hobgoblins, it's not Brine Rats. Hobgoblins are here. It's only 60 of them. I can just go nuke them down real fast. See how much time do we have left. 2.5 hours. Let's see how quickly I kill hobgoblins with this tricked out gear and no food. The last time we fought hobgoblins was like episode 4 or something. It was a minute ago, that's for sure. I guess why don't we do this? We'll get our defense level up. See how many hobgoblins are remaining after that. Hey, clue scroll. I'm not going to panic and run out and do it immediately. Beginners, it feels like the loot on those isn't super great, but easy and medium I'd probably bounce and do instantly. I wonder if these guys can drop all different kinds of clue scrolls. I had that beginner, easy, and medium clue scroll in my inventory, in my bank for like over 120, maybe over 150 hours. So shameful. So embarrassing. I kind of want to just get to 50 ranged, so I can get the upgraded Ava's accumulator thing. It seems like a fairly big upgrade. Also, I think 50 ranged is a prerequisite for some quests. Question mark? I'm awful. Actually, it is not. Hey, defense 53. Speed this up with rapid. 50 range is not a quest prerequisite, but I do want to get the upgraded backpack, so I think I will try to focus that via Slayer. Then we'll have to figure out what quest we're doing next session. I know Shades of Morton is high-ish priority, although, like I said, looking at the drop rate on the Fine Cloth, it is super low for how much time investment goes into that goofy minigame. So I'm going to need to figure something out. Some way to make it make sense. Range 48. Making precious progress. Feeling good. Not gonna forget to pick up the grimy Ranar weed this time. Also, I've been off mute that whole time. But I think it's just been clicking, so probably didn't even hear it because it probably got fast forwarded. Hey, look at that. 27 Slayer tasks. That was the fastest Slayer task ever. We still have 2 hours. That took like less than, was it a little over 30 minutes maybe? 40 minutes? Very impressive. Also super close to 49 ranged. Let's see if we get a thing. If we get assigned the brine rats or not. Oh, he won't assign you until you have 65. Wait. No, he will. Okay. Awesome. Moss Giants. Okay. I like fighting Moss Giants. They have some good expensive drops. I have a really easy safe spot. They're right here. We're just going to keep going. This might be the rest of the session. I think Moss Giants are particularly good because their defense is trash. Oh, I'm going to have to bounce out and deposit stuff here. Got a full inventory. Quiz show random event. I think this one's actually still kind of cool. Good things can happen. Home to the greatest quiz show. Odd one out. Pick the odd one out. You are a winner. Please choose your prize. We give that mystery box. What do we get? Old boot. Better luck next time. Okay. Let's go clear up some space here. Probably need to buy more bone bolts soon-ish. Don't need to do it now. I'm definitely going to put this graceful crap away. 49 ranged, one more to the upgrade. Let's see. This is 47 kills to 50 range, so we might be bouncing out to get the upgraded backpack. We'll see. I think I do want to save all of the large bones from in here if possible. Good prayer XP if I'm patient with it. I still got a couple more prayers that I'm interested in. The one at 44 and 45. Maybe 49, maybe 60. Mostly 44, 45, I think. It's not as compelling. Got 2 mossy keys in here. I wonder if I should go fight the boss for that. I don't know if I'm strong enough yet, but... Hey, we got a Renar seed. 44.5 thousand. Pretty great. I don't know why it showed as red though. I need to double check that I got my colors set correctly. Oh, it's because the copy-paste highlight items thing I use chose to highlight it as a particularly valuable item. Very good. That's fair. Hey, Slayer 48, which I think is meaningless. I think the next thing that matters for Slayer is 50. But that's still cool. Range 50, that's super exciting. Magic bows, hunter's crossbows, and blue dragonhide armor. I don't know about any of those things. We'll look into some of them here, but we need to bounce out really quick to get the Ava's upgrade. I'm gonna do that. Devices, please. Ava's accumulator, attractor, and 75 steel arrows. Sweet. Oh, achievement tires upgraded. Looks like you get another one for Dragon Slayer 2. I think they just added last year. I accidentally checked it after I searched for Dragon Slayer. I'm like, oh, what's this? But I don't think you can do it until super late in the game. Maybe not quite all quests, but somewhat close to it. Alright, back to Moss Giants. It's been a blast. Keep it up. This 50 range was like by far the biggest unlock that I was looking forward to. For range, like I don't think that there's too much else coming up that is exciting. Once you start getting into 60 with combat, I feel like it's expecting that you're able to access crazy in-game stuff with every other sort of ability. Runite crossbow, maybe? Oh, I don't know. Blue dragonhide. Maybe. Figure out where to get it. And I guess the reason to level up range more is to be more effective in combat. I mean, at this point I could switch to halberd. Gotta get strength and attack up. I gotta get attack to 60 so I can use a dragon halberd. But I think I can only level up with shared on the halberd, and the attack speed is super slow. I'm gonna try melee. Brought the halberd as well just in case shit goes south, and plenty of food. But we're gonna do attack only. Well, it's a tough call. I think it's better to have more strength because do more damage means more XP. But at the same time, if I can get my attack to 60, then I can use the Dragon Halberd. Maybe I'll try to do strength 50 and then attack. Oh hey, it's a skill book random event. That's exciting. Sure, I fancy an exam. Time for an exam. Well done! I love the shitty rock celebration fanfare sound. It's pretty great. Gonna dump it on Herblore. My logic in dumping it on Herblore is that, okay, attack, it's gonna list all my skills. Attack, I can skill up whenever I want just by hitting enemies. Same for hit points. Mining, I can always go find nodes. Strength, defense, hit enemies. Agility, run courses. Smithing, smith the stuff that I mined. Fishing, find a node. Range, hit things. Thieving, pickpocket things. Cooking, cook the things I fished. Prayer is close to Herblore in being a hassle, but I'll come back to it. Crafting, gather items with existing skills and craft them. Firemaking, burn the wood that we cut from woodcutting, which we just go to a node. Fletching, do stuff with wood. Again, go to a node. Magic, hit things. Runecrafting sucks, and I get why people spend their randoms on runecrafting, but we have a pretty fast alternative in the Corand library minigame. Slayer is the most fun skill in the game. I would never waste books on it. Farming is technically time limited, although it looks like I can trivially get seeds to at least get some XP for it. So farming would probably be... Farming, Prayer, and Herblore would be the three that I'm really having to make an argument for spending like genies and XP lamps on. Construction's expensive, but I can always do things to earn money. Grab some food here. Less than I brought last time. Let's just do like 4. Anyway, though, construction is mostly planks and cash, and I can access planks and cash whenever I want. And then Hunter is a fun skill that you can do whenever you want. So the reason Herblore, Prayer, and Farming are different to me, as someone that's trying to avoid purchasing things on the Grand Exchange. I can't target farm herbs no matter how much I want to. There's still kind of a rarish drop from most enemies in the game. I can sort of target farm bones. Well, I guess I can. I can choose which enemies to fight, but leveling Slayer is not going to guarantee that I'm always fighting things that drop valuable bones, like the baby dragon bones or the big bones. And then farming, I technically have tons and tons of cheap-ass seeds that I can get from thieving now. Potentially unlimited number of them. But it's still time limited. So the way I look at it is that spending my XP randoms on construction is converting XP into money, which I don't want to do because I can always spend time to get money. Doing it for farming is turning my XP randoms into time. Also, I don't think is necessary. Once we're able to sit down and focus on farming, we should be able to get a lot of progress in there. I don't think time's going to end up being a major issue. Holy god, did that guy just leave a Ranar seed on the ground? I'm going to go grab it. Can't just leave 44k sitting on the ground. You just don't want it to despawn, right? Anyway, as I was saying, Herblore is the only thing that I can't just sink time or money into. Let's see if he says a message or something and wants it back. Actually, I'm going to be nice and ask if he wants it. Doing my due diligence, asking if this person wants their 45,000 gold Ranar seed, but I don't think they're responding to me. Maybe they're a bot. I guess that's not what bots look like, right? But weird. Alright, I'll take 45,000. I feel like I did my due diligence, right? Pointed out that it was valuable in case they were a newbie and didn't know. Hey, strength 47, that's cool. I guess that extra level of strength increased my max hit by 1, so that's kind of exciting. I feel like my XP per hour on strength is still really bad compared to range for some reason. We've got about 20 minutes left in the episode. We've been routinely going over on time. I think I'm just paying for the previous episode each time. But we're going to go ahead and finish this Moss Giant task, see what the next task is, and then sign off and try to think about what we're doing for next session. I actually have no idea. Shades of Morton? I gotta pick a quest, though. At some point we're going to get back in the habit of doing more than one quest per session, but I figure this way, after 100-some episodes, we'll be done. Oh, jeez. No, that's not tenable. We'll have to pick up the pace soon. I think it's going to make sense to start doing more quests soon anyway, simply because, like, the current quests that we've been doing, or the current skills that we've been leveling are still in the reasonable to level within an 8-hour session window, and we're going to be out of that space pretty soon. We're already starting to get out of that space with some of these skills. To me, it's no longer reasonable once it takes an hour or longer to gain one level. I might actually do the math on how many bones I have and whether I have enough to get any prayer level ups at the Ectofunctus, because I would like to get the final magic and ranged prayer boost, because I've gotten pretty good at perflicking on those two skills. I still struggle to do it with melee because the shielding animation throws me off, but I don't have to shield with range or magic. Trying to do prayer flicking and melee now based on the hit splat instead of my character's animation. It seems to be helping a lot. I don't know if I hit some kind of crazy strength breakpoint or if, like, learning how to melee flick made a huge difference, but yeah, my XP per hour went up by like 4,000. I was at 10,000 before. I don't know what changed. It must have just been the prayer flicking. I guess I should do that going forward. Just do it based on the hit splat and ignore my character animation. So the problem with that is then it's very click intensive and not as AFK, but man, it's a significant XP boost. Slayer task completes. 28 tasks, 4 points, 120 cosmic runes. Let's go see what the next task is. Head back to the bank. We're not going to go over time this time. We're going to get back on track. It's very exciting. Lesser demons. I haven't fought them before. At least not as part of a task. But I think next session I'd like to mess with the brine shrimps a little bit. Maybe get like 100 kills in and just hope we get lucky and randomly get the saber to drop. You never know. Alright, let's bank stand and do some math here. Soul giant heads are 650 XP. Okay. So we got 5 times 650. And then big bones are 60 apiece. 3250. Regular bones are 30 apiece. So I'm potentially sitting on 13,810 prayer experience. I'm willing to be stupidly patient at the Ectofunctus. I currently have... I think there's a calculator in here, isn't there? Prayer... Target experience is 55,564. Shows me the XP. So I could definitely get at least... Well, let me just pull up the XP tables quicker. What if I did target level 45? Okay, so I wouldn't be able to get to 46, but I think I can get to 45 with some change left over if I Ectofunctus all these bones. So next session we'll probably open with that long, boring Ectofunctusing, and then maybe some brine rats, and then somewhere in there I'll research a quest or two to try to do to see what we can unlock. Thanks for watching. It's been a pleasure as always, and we'll see you next episode. Bye-bye.